There he is, Geoff Neal, joining us once again. Geoff, how are you? Congratulations on the win.
I'm good, my man. I appreciate it, man. Thank you.
So this fight felt like maybe not a step up in competition per se, but definitely a step up in terms of like spotlight, right? They're putting you in that prelim headliner spot, really just like a step up in notoriety. Did you view it as such, and did you feel like you had to make a statement, do something spectacular in order to prove to everyone that you are a player at 170?
Yeah, for sure. It was a big opportunity for me. I was honored that they gave me that shot to be like the guy closing out the prelims, and against a tough opponent that everybody knows, and he puts on exciting fights. Me and my coach talked about it, and he told me hey, you gotta get something done here. You gotta get the job done and get it finished, and that's what I did.
I know you were saying before the fight that you wanted to be the first man to stop Mike Perry via strikes. He's been submitted before, but never knocked out, never lost via TKO. And so that was a goal, and you were very clear about that. But be honest with me, did you think it would happen that quickly, a minute and 30 seconds?
Not at all. Not at all. I was really surprised. Like you could tell by my excitement after I got the finish. I wasn't expecting that to happen that quick, but I'm glad I took no damage against a tough opponent that's durable and usually puts it on his opponents. So couldn't be happier.
I don't know if you have, a take on this or insight on this, but I was wondering if Perry was coming back too soon after the broken nose. I mean, that happened 4 months ago. In hindsight, do you think he came back too soon?
Um, I wouldn't have came back so soon. You know what I mean? I would have took at least 6 months off to make sure my nose is fully healed. But it's Mike Perry. He's a warrior. You know what I mean? That's just the type of guy he is. So it wasn't surprising that he did it. I wouldn't have done it myself personally.
After the fight, I thought it was really interesting because Joe Rogan was talking to you in the cage and, kind of talking about how you're, a player now at 170 and all that stuff. And you were like, nah, give me like 2 or 3 more fights before we start talking about that. Why, like, you don't hear fighters say that. Why did you say that?
I mean, because it's true. You know what I mean? I'm only 5-0 in the UFC. I still got work to do. You know what I mean? Like the 170-pound division is a whole bunch of dogs. I want to when I fight for the belt, I want to be 100% ready. I don't want to get rushed and just thrown in there and then take a loss and then people just forget about me. You know what I mean? I want to be 100% ready for my opportunity when it comes.
You say that you still have some things to work on. Like what? Like, what are you unhappy with?
I mean, everything. There's always room to grow. You know what I mean? Even like people say my striking's this and that. I still need to work on that. There's just so much in the sport, and like I said, 170-pound division, everybody's good everywhere. You know what I mean? So I want to get to the point where my skills are just elite and nobody can touch it.
So you fought in Las Vegas on the Contender Series, of course, but that was your first, numbered show in Las Vegas, first big show in Las Vegas, T-Mobile Arena.
Mhm.
What was the experience like? Did you feel like, all right, this is different than fighting, say, in Edmonton or another American city? Did it feel any extra special for you?
To be honest, no. I treat every fight the same. I don't. I try not to focus on the crowd when I walk out. I keep a tunnel vision. I hear people say my name, but I don't pay attention to it. I don't focus on where I'm at. The only thing that matters is that dude inside the cage that's going to try to take my head off, and I try to keep myself grounded and just focus on that.
So the last time we spoke, after the win in Edmonton, talked about you having the other job as a waiter, but I understand
Uh-huh.
no more, right? You left the job recently?
No more. No more. I left it like once I found out about the Mike Perry fight. 2 weeks after that, I was like, man, I just can't do this no more. I don't need that extra stress on my back because it was a huge fight. Like, you know what I mean? I tried to keep it to where I didn't think about it like that, but at the end of the day, it was a big fight. Like it was make or break for me. If I would have lost that fight, then I'm like, oh, Jeff, he was all hype, So I knew I had to get the job done and I had to do it in spectacular fashion. So I needed my full concentration on that.
How much less stressful is your life these days now that you could just focus on MMA training?
Oh man, it so much less stressful. It's usually during the weekends, like I'm always stressing, like because the weekends you just want to chill and relax, but I usually have to go to work until like 3 o'clock in the morning. So now during the whole camp, like if Saturday hits, I work out in the morning, then I have a whole day just to relax and focus on me. You know what I mean? To recover all the bumps and bruises from the week. And I'm just so glad that I finally decided to quit.
Was that a nerve-wracking decision? Like, were you worried about losing that extra income, losing that cushion, so
Yeah,
to speak?
yeah, for sure. I was just thinking in my head, I was like, man, I'm gonna quit my job. I'm gonna get my ass beat, and then I'm gonna go back try to get my
Oh, no.
job back. So that of course that didn't happen. I didn't want it to happen, but I was that did cross my mind.
So you seem like a very calm guy, and you said that every fight is the same. You don't make them into a bigger deal than they are. But did you feel more nervous going into this one because of those stakes?
I did. I honestly did. It wasn't until like fight day that I kind of snapped out of it. But it was. I'm not gonna lie. It was kind of a lot of pressure. You know what I mean? Because like I said, it was make or break, and I needed to win that fight, and I needed to win it in spectacular fashion. But I handled it well. Read a couple little things online that helped me, and I got through it.
Like what? Do you mind sharing what you read?
Uh, there's a link. I wish I could like tell you the exact link, but it was just something like to keep your game day focused, and to have like 7 little steps. And I read the steps, and I just kept on replaying those in my mind.
Wow. And who sent that to you, or did you just find it yourself?
I googled it.
Oh, really? What did you Google? What
Yeah.
did you search?
Um. Fucking some about focus lists. Keeping my focus on game day, and just type that in, and then like a whole bunch of links popped up, and I just found one.
Wow. And so was this the first time you looked for something like that?
No, I do it a lot. I do it regularly.
Oh, really?
Just
Okay.
depending on, yeah. Whenever I'm like going through stuff or something that's bugging me, I always go on Google and I try to look for extra motivation.
Wow, okay. But you did feel like, all right, I'm a little more nervous and I need to calm down. I can't let this one,
Yeah,
I can't let the nerves and the moment get to me, so to speak.
yeah, for sure. Like, and that's the last thing I want is like me ruining an opportunity because of me. You know what I mean? Like, not because of how good he is or like anything else. I want to make sure that when I step into the cage, I'm the best fighter that I can be.
Hmm. I recently learned about something called situational pressure. Are you familiar with that?
Yeah, sort of. Yeah.
Well, I was bugging out about something, and a friend of mine sent me um, some sort of definition of situational pressure, which the way I interpreted it was like the fear of getting a big opportunity and faltering and not being able to get back to that spot, right? And feeling like if you mess up,
Yeah.
that's it, it's over, and that's situational
Uh,
pressure. But knowing in your heart of hearts that you will get back, that even if you do mess up, that you'll be back there, and everything will be okay, and it's not the end of the world. When you recognize that it's not make or break, that one night is not the most important night of your life, it actually alleviates some of the pressure. At least it worked for me. So that's something that I think about a lot now, if I get nervous before a big moment, a big event, something like that. So
yeah.
it sounds like a sort of similar thing that you were going through.
Yeah, that and the little article I read, they kind of had something about that. Like, is like step one, just remember that there is a tomorrow. You know what I mean? This isn't
Yeah.
the end, so just do your best.
Yeah. And what a year for you, man. I mean, 3-0 this year. Had I told you at the beginning of the year that it would end like this, 3-0 against three tough guys, finishing in that headliner spot on the year-end pay-per-view, I'm assuming you would have taken it, but have you exceeded your own expectations this year? Did you think you'd be this
Uh,
far along?
Honestly, yeah. It's me and Coach Safe. He puts these expectations to us, and this was part of the expectation. You know, he's like, we're gonna get you 3 fights. You're gonna be in the rankings. You're gonna do this and that, and we've really accomplished everything that we set out to do this year.
So I'm assuming you stuck around or at least watched the main event, Kamaru Usman and Colby Covington?
I didn't stick around. I left because I want to get back to the hotel. But I watched the Holloway and Volkanovski fight on my phone while we were riding back to the hotel, and then we went to a bar and watched the Usman fight.
So the guy, like, I mean, that's your weight class, right? That's the champion in your weight class. You didn't want to watch it get the opportunity to watch the championship fight in person?
I mean, because I wouldn't be able to watch it in person because they had us in the green room anyways, and I didn't want to sit around in the green room and watch it on that TV. I wanted to get back to the hotel and grab me a drink before
Okay, I
the night
feel
was
you.
over. But yeah, so I just watched it on TV. I got to see everything.
What'd you think of Usman's performance?
I thought it was good, man. His cardio is amazing. Both their cardio is amazing, and I was really surprised that they sat there and they stood up and punched each other in the face the whole time. I was expecting a little bit more wrestling, but it was a fun fight to watch.
When you're watching that, are you sizing him up? Are you saying, okay, this is how I would fare against him. This is how I would fight him. This is how far along I am. This is how close I am to fighting someone like him.
I'm gonna say I'm sizing him up. You know what I mean? I was just looking at it for the entertainment. I know my next fight's not going to be against him, so I'm not really focused on what he's doing. You know what I mean? I'm really trying to see and scout the people that I might be fighting next.
You don't strike me as the call someone out type of fighter, but do you have someone in mind that you'd like to fight next that gets you a little closer to the championship fight?
I mean, to be honest, there is one dude. He hasn't fought in a while. Ponzinibbio. I would love to fight him, but
Oh,
other other than that, there's really nobody else that just stands out that like, hey, I want to fight this guy right now today.
well, it's interesting. You look at the stat right over there. You've now won 5 in a row as far as active win streaks are concerned. He's the next one up, number 7. So it would make a
Yeah,
lot of sense.
yeah, and it makes sense exactly, and that's what me and my coach talking about. And that's the one that I do want. Hopefully that comes to play, but other than that, that's the only person.
And I'm assuming you didn't get hurt in this fight, right? So relatively quick turnaround.
We'll see. We'll see. I want to say relatively quick. I'm gonna take like 10 days off to kind of reset my mind because it's been ever since the Bilal fight. This whole year has been nothing but training, working, just grinding. I haven't took no time off, so I'm gonna take like a good week and a half off and reset, and we'll see what's next.
Fortis MMA Team of the Year. What do you think?
Oh yeah, 100%. Yeah, best team in the world. We're doing big things. You know, we have so many guys on our team on win streaks. You know what I mean? We're not losing. We're going out there and we're finishing people and we're putting on exciting fights. You know, team of the year. We're gonna be team of the year this year, team of the year next year.
Well, congratulations on a big year, my man. Congratulations on a great win. What a perform! I mean, to finish a guy as tough and durable as Mike Perry like that in just 90 seconds is pretty remarkable. So congratulations, enjoy it, and looking forward to seeing where you are this time next year. I have a feeling 2020 is going to be an even bigger year for you.
Oh yes, sir. Hey, I appreciate you having me on. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. It's Ariel Helwani. I just came here to thank you for watching our ESPN YouTube channel. It's the best. You know what else is the best? The ESPN app. You can get highlights, analysis, all that stuff and more. And if you want premium content and live streaming sports, there's only one place for all of that. It's ESPN Plus.